Hello, everybody, and welcome back to our Save a Seat series here on Patreon, where we dig deeper with our amazing contributors and find out what really matters to them and how we can uplift them as a community. If you guys have been following more for a while, you know that we become a sort of family if you've contributed to more before. A lot of our people return, they write new articles, they become photographers, they contribute, they're on the podcast. We like to extend the net as wide as we can, and that is what these businesses are doing as well. So we have partnered with the Hispanic Business Council during the month of September for Hispanic Heritage Month to uplift their missions and talk about why it's so important to patronize small businesses. So that is going to be our first topic of discussion. I am joined by Amazing 360 Commercial Services, Right Tactic, and the Macizo Restaurant, all part of the greater Indianapolis area and all members of the Hispanic Business Council. So welcome back, guys. Thank you so much for joining me again.
Hello, hello.
Thank you.
So, for our friends who may not have joined us on the Spotify episode, which I always say, if you didn't listen to that episode, pause this, go do that right now. There's some amazing information and you get to know these amazing business owners. So, go do that first. But if they didn't and they're still listening to this Patreon episode, I'm going to have you guys introduce yourselves. Let us know who you are and what you do in the greater Indianapolis area. And we will start with Amazing 360.
Hi, I'm Virginia Lizano from Amazing 360 Commercial Services.
I'm Victor Lozano from Amazing 360 Services, and we are a full-service janitorial and commercial service. We do everything from residential to commercial, but we also are now a Amazing 360 Academy. So we have the opportunity to teach through online modules and AI and the use of AI, and are available to individual consumers all the way up to small and medium-sized companies for education purposes and their HR departments.
Amazing. Thank you so much for being here. You guys offer an incredible service to the area. We will move on to Jairo with Right Tactic. Go ahead and introduce yourself. Tell us who you are and what you do.
Thank you. I'm Jairo Vinasco. I'm CEO of Right Tactic. We're a digital marketing agency that specializes in digital marketing for health-related small practices like private-owned, especially practices like dentists, orthodontists, and physical therapists. We regularly install marketing systems so we can actually get them lead generation strategies that will allow them to have consistent patients every month.
Yeah, and I love that you mentioned in the last episode that you have also helped like businesses like restaurants transition into offering online ordering options. I think that's huge in allowing them to diversify and keep their doors open.
Absolutely, yes. We've been trying just to hone into some specific services. That's why we are focusing now on more health related companies. At the beginning, when we started in 2016 and 20 the first years, we were just basically serving every kind of services, but it
Yeah.
was a little bit cumbersome just to offer so many services for so many different businesses. So we've been kind of narrowing down to health. But yeah, we still have a few. We have a couple of local businesses in Indianapolis that we support with marketing services.
Excellent. Thank you so much. We will move right on to Luz. Tell us who you are and what Macizo Restaurant is all about.
Sure. So hi, my name is Luz Gonza, and 10 months ago with my husband Omar Munoz, we opened Macizo Restaurant. Here we serve home cooking Mexican cuisine with a Peruvian twist. We also offer some Peruvian options, and we make our own bread, sourdough, focaccia. We are located on the northwest side of the city, right in the intake area.
Well, gosh, I'm gonna have to come visit because I love me some sourdough and focaccia bread.
We are on your place then.
That sounds amazing. Well, thank you all so much for joining me and talking about your amazing businesses. Let's circle back to the idea of small businesses. Or I spoke recently with a professional named Linky Uge who works with small businesses and introduced me to this concept of a micro business, which is even smaller than a small business, and it sometimes depends on how many people you serve, how much revenue you're bringing in. So a business can be small but still have a huge impact on the community. So I want to hear from you guys why it is so important to patronize small businesses like yourselves in the community, and especially when it's owned by a person of color.
Okay. Now supporting small business means invest in our community. When you spend every dollar in the community, the small community, local, you have a strong neighborhoods.
Yeah.
So when you provide support for small companies like us, you provide also jobs, uh, techniques, education. Is a complement of everything for the community. So we can be more and more and more uh, successful and stronger.
Yeah, I agree. It all feeds back in on itself.
It also
I think.
allows us to, I'm sorry. It
No, go
also
ahead. I'm sorry.
to highlight our culture. Our customers come from every walk of life, from every culture, and from every shade. And we take that opportunity to not only share our culture through our work, but we also get to learn about the other cultures. So when you support a local business, I get to learn about my Kenyan customers and their Kenyan culture. I get to learn about my African American neighbors and how they run their businesses and where they shop and what they prefer to spend their money with. So you're adding to the fabric of the city when
Yeah.
you support that you live in, when you support it. And like she said, every dollar that comes into a local business is going right back into the community because we are hiring somebody who lives locally. We are spending our funds by buying supplies from a local distributor. Our employees are paying local taxes. And so you're really keeping your money home when you buy small business as opposed to a big national chain.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. And I think it's especially important to talk about job opportunities because the greater Indianapolis area has so much opportunity, and it's just wonderful to see that you guys are pouring back into the community and, enhancing your own cultural experiences by hiring people of all kinds of backgrounds. So,
Absolutely. I think that in general, any business and in any field owned by anybody, it brings to the community a benefit because it brings a service or a product that the community needs. So it offers something and it gets something in return. But being a diverse business like Hispanic owned and or any other kind of minority, it adds a lot more. It brings also with that business a lot of culture. Like for example, a restaurant is going to bring some of the cultural cuisine that they have. In my case, for example, being able to reach Latino audiences, it opens the spectrum of possibilities for any business that I serve. Like
yeah,
I can target specifically Latino patrons for my clients because I understand the culture, so I can talk to them. I can develop a customized marketing strategy for them. A business like Amazing 360, it brings more of the of diversity to the cleaning business. So there are different strengths that those Latino businesses bring to their own clients. So I think that expands on the possibilities of the benefits that interchange that makes like richer, more diverse communities in any city of the United States.
yeah, absolutely. Well said. I mean, we are focused very much on the greater Indianapolis area, but this is happening everywhere for anyone listening from all over the country, even from other countries. We have some, listeners that are international abroad, and this can truly happen anywhere that you are enriching your local community.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, well said. How about you, Luz?
So I know that whenever you support a small business, all the money stays in the community, and that is for sure. But I also like to mention that when you support local businesses like ours, you are supporting real people, real families, and you are helping to build dreams. Uh,
Mhm.
at least when somebody comes to Macizo, they are becoming part of our history.
Yeah.
And I think that small businesses, they are going to give you something unique, something personal, a human connection that you just cannot get anywhere else.
Yes.